What's up, YouTube? It's Kaon, aka Kaon Puts You On, and today we have to talk about the terrible listening party experience. I hate listening parties, okay? And this is gonna be like, Kahan, where is this coming from? Like, where is this coming from? And I'm gonna tell you, bro. I'm gonna tell you. And as always, if you like the content, hit me with a like and subscribe and comment what you think about this, bro. I don't know. So I mainly saw this because it was all over my feed. Billie Eilish, her new album, Hit Me Hard and Soft. She had a listening party in LA. And I was seeing videos from this. I'm like, bro, is this a trend now? Is this what we're doing? Look at this. This is a listening party. So it's basically just her on a stage over here. It's a massive stage. There's mad fog. You can't really see anything. She's not performing. This is her on the ground. And Phineas is just recording her. There is nothing extra about this. This is the show. This is the listening party. And you're going to be like, Kahan, like, haven't we seen this somewhere else? And I'm going to get into that. Yes, we have. My main issue, though, is this listening party, the seats are usually trash. The stage is usually really big. And you're going to be like, how much were her ticket prices? Her ticket price, average ticket price, was $279 for that. $279. And the most expensive ticket was $728. So those people that watched Billie Eilish roll around on the ground paid $278, bro, to see that. And I'm not saying that anybody was lied to. I'm not saying that Billie Eilish is like a scammer or something. What I'm saying is I hate this concept. This is the worst thing that we've started. And I'm gonna tell you where I first initially saw it. It was this. It was Kanye West Vultures 2. This actually looks to be a better venue or a better seat than I had. I actually went to this. So his was the same thing. He was dressed up, him and Ty Dolla $ign, and oh my gosh, bro. Mad fog, mad lights. You couldn't really see what was going on at all. There was parts of the show where I couldn't see anybody. There was parts of the show where I just couldn't see a soul, bro. Not one singular person. And you're like, Kahan, how much did you pay for that? Like, that doesn't sound like a good experience. Gang, I paid $160. Okay? And y'all are going to be like, oh, you're so dumb. You should have known it was going to be like this. You should have known that it was going to be like this. But my thing is, like, one, I went to his first listening party, so I had no idea what to expect. This had not been done in this style before, like a listening party of this magnitude, with fog and you can't really see anything and they're just kind of walking around. There's nothing extra happening. That really hadn't been done before, but like until Kanye West did it for Vultures. And I didn't know that was going to be the scenario. I really thought it was going to be like a multifaceted art type of show with music in the background kind of presenting it. And the reason I thought that was because of his Life of Pablo show, which a lot of y'all probably know because there's clips that are so famous from that. It was much more personable. It was much more like artistic in the way that he was doing it. So that's what I was expecting genuinely. I didn't expect this like maximum aura, Kanye West obscure vibe. And not to be able to see anything. Like, I genuinely couldn't even see nothing, bro. This is what I was expecting. This right here. Oh, we're gonna get copyrighted. But as you can see, like, this is his Life of Pablo show. So he was, like, doing a fashion show as well at Madison Square Garden, which is crazy, too. But he was also doing a fashion show while he was doing this listening party. And you can hear the music in the back. I turn it on, but we get copywritten. So this was kind of like an artistic conjunction. Like, this was total combination of all of Kanye's avenues in terms of like music, fashion, presentation, on this like grand scale stage, which is just so nice. And then, I mean, obviously, like, you had all these celebrities here, and you get famous clips from this where Kanye is like DJing. Young Thug previewed some of his music. It just felt it felt like an experience. It no longer feels like an experience. Like, you're not going to get this from Kanye now. Like, this is not what you're getting from Kanye. It's a lot different. Like, this, look at the scale of this. And you have people in the section and everything. Yeah, he's previewing his new music. He's letting other people preview their music. And he's just having a good time. You even have Lil Yachty up there. But this all is like, this is like a worth $160 of listening party to me. This would be worth it to me. I don't know about y'all, but my main issue is that like you pay and these artists are just running around. They're not really doing anything, and you're paying all this money, especially for this Billie Eilish show. Like that was $276 or whatever. And I think as a fan, I'd be so disappointed, right? Like as a fan, like you're expecting the artist to do something extra, but just her and her brother like running around, recording, and that footage will be really cool in the future for sure, without a doubt. But you could do that somewhere else, right? Like if you're Billie Eilish or Kanye West, give your fans like a little bit of something, right? Like don't make them pay all this money just to run around and not really do anything creatively, artistically. These albums, like some of these listening parties that Kanye had for Vultures, the album was already out. And he was doing like some final production mixing, which that's a whole issue in itself that I might make a video on. But for Billie Eilish, like the song dropped that night. So while they're at this listening party, the album is dropping. And for me as a fan, I'm like, why would I ever go to one of your listening parties ever again? You're just going to be rolling around in fog, to my understanding. And, like, I can just wait a couple hours to listen to the album. And I don't need to be in, like, your stadium presence, right? Like, I don't need to be up in there. And I guess that's just my main issue with it is, like, as a fan, you don't get anything from this. At least with, like, performances or the Life of Pablo listening party, there was an artistic experience about it. And one aspect that I really did love about the Vultures listening party is that it felt like a community. Like we all came here for the centralized thing. We all loved the centralized thing. And I was talking about it with people to my left, to my right, in front of me that I'll never see again. But we were all here in this collective thing that we just like Kanye's music and we want to see Kanye perform. Not even perform, but like we just want to see Kanye's artistic route and avenue. And we're going to be the first to hear it, like, by an hour. And that community is there. It's, like, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Like, I actually love the idea of listening parties. I do. I genuinely love the idea of listening parties. I just don't like how they've been done the past couple of times, with Billie Eilish and Kanye West specifically. With smaller artists, you really don't have to worry about that because they're going to be in these smaller venues. I've been to a couple already with smaller artists up and coming. And that's like the same thing. Like you have that community and it's new music that I haven't heard. And we're just all enjoying and ingesting this music. And it's like a good time. It's enjoyable. But you don't really get that. You don't really get that with like a big stadium. Like in the sense of that it feels like you're right there with the artist. However, you still are right there with the audience, which I think is really nice. That's probably my favorite aspect of listening parties that I've been to. It's like a concert, but like there's more conversation that you can have because like, I mean, one, you don't have to watch the artist perform, which would make you like stop. You wouldn't be talking, right? Because you're watching the artist perform, but they're not performing and you can engage with the audience members around you and things like that. But the main issue is that you still need something to look at, right? Like you still want to see something or else we're just in this empty stadium pretty much sitting there as nothing's happening. I think the most exciting thing that happened at my Vultures listening party is that Kanye West's daughter North came and like she started performing her song. That was the only performance we got. And that was hype. Everybody was screaming up in arms. I was screaming up in arms. Like that was amazing. And I'm not saying they necessarily need to perform, but something new. Like, we just need something of that magnitude. And I think the main issue for that is that for listening parties, an artist, one, needs to have two things. Whenever they're performing, they either need to have good, like, stage presence, good dynamic setup on their stage, and the music has to be good. Those are the three main things that I think you need to be a good performer. And one of those things can be lacking occasionally. I would say the music usually always has to be good. Obviously, it's like a concert. But maybe your stage presence isn't that good, but your stage setup is nice, or vice versa. You can make a good show out of just having two of those three things. Now, with listening parties, with Kanye West, like Life of Pablo, you had good music. There wasn't really stage presence. But the setup of the stage was amazing. It was so nice. It was something to look at. It was an art show. There was things happening. Now with Billie Eilish and Kanye West listening party, you are missing that aspect of having like good stage presence because obviously there is none for a listening party. But the stage setup is not nice. The artist isn't really there. And we're hearing the music, right? And the music may be good, and that can make you come out as an audience member and be like, oh, this listening party wasn't that bad. That's how I felt for Kanye. I was like, that listening party wasn't that bad. His music was decent. But looking back, I'm like, that was like not a good experience as an audience member to watch my artists, the artists that I like and that I came to see, just walk around in fog and I can't see them half the time, and like they're just kind of pointing like randomly, like not really doing anything, not saying anything. And especially in Kanye's point, his music wasn't even finished. His album wasn't even done. It wasn't even a listening party. It was like a trailer, damn near, because a lot of the stuff wasn't produced. Some of the verses wasn't done, and that was a whole issue on itself. But that's my main view of these new age listening parties. I just don't like them. I think they should change a little bit or something. But I like the idea of a listening party. I think if you're going to do this, make the tickets really cheap. To be honest, fill the stadium with people that are your fans. Maybe they can't afford a ticket at $200. And if you're going to be walking around on stage not performing, just make it cheap. Like, you don't care, right? You're just going up and showing up. You don't have to prep or anything. There's fog and you're rolling around. So make the tickets at least really cheap. That would be fine. That's pretty much all I have for this video. As always, thank you guys for watching and supporting. I really appreciate it. I love you guys and appreciate you guys. Check out my other platforms down below if you like the content. Please comment, like, subscribe. We're trying to hit 1K. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, okay? We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we're close. We're at like 769 or something, 760. So we're very, very close. I'm really, really excited. So I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. Peace out. Be smooth.